You're listening to Turi Writer's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, you will learn how to build a superhero-like shield around your delicate clothing. P.S. It involves destroying your delicate clothing. Look at you with your coffee. Look at you. Yeah. So you're still sick from this flu-y thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can hear it a little bit.
The biggest concern is that I'm starting to like the taste of NyQuil.
Oh, that is bad. Oh, did I ever tell you about the alcoholic guy? Oh, my gosh. Okay. So.
Yeah, this could be good, I can tell.
All right. This was a really well-known, I have to be careful, a really well-known radio guy in LA who I was dating. And
yes, I know.
Supposedly, he was clean and sober. And one day I show up over there, and he seems a little off. And I suggest that we go out, and he adamantly refuses. He refuses to get in his car. He refuses to drive. He's acting awfully odd. And I said, okay, well, I'm just going to go in and use your bathroom, and then I guess we won't go out. We'll just hang here. And I walk into the bathroom, in the garbage can, there are like 6 empty bottles of NyQuil.
Oh, God. The blue kind.
I don't even know. I don't drink enough NyQuil. That's the only
kind they had back then.
Is that they've made variety now? You get a choice of your NyQuil? I had no idea.
Yeah. Now they have the honey kind, and it's like this gold color, and it has like a nice aftertaste. It tastes horrible going down, but then you taste the honey.
You know what I love about this podcast? I learned so much. We've conducted official gourmet taste evaluation for NyQuil now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been my best friend. I mean, I've been doing stuff. Today is my day to do nothing.
But drink NyQuil?
Yep. You got it. And I lost a little doser thing, so I'm just like
swigging.
Estimating.
You're just swigging it?
From the bottle.
Like this guy.
Exactly. Except that I'm just trying to breathe. Yesterday I couldn't talk. Today I can talk, and I haven't taken any NyQuil yet. I'm waiting till after the podcast.
Are you going through like withdrawal from your NyQuil? I mean, how bad is this?
No, I have a double earache.
Ooh.
That's driving me nuts, which means I can't put in my hearing aids, which means that all I can hear is that screech, screech, screech going through my head.
Oh, it all sounds so awful. Just listening to this, I'm in pain.
Well, yesterday I had an eye doctor appointment that I've been waiting for.
Do you realize what we sound like?
Over a month.
Hold up. Do
We're
you realize what we sound like? 5 minutes on your NyQuil and your cold and your ear infection and your hearing aids, and now it's an eye doctor. Why don't we just like pull up an ambulance to your door and call it a day? This is awful.
Well, you know what? What this all comes back to is that I've been talking to like some of my old high school friends lately.
Uh-huh.
And I've decided that the entire senior year of high school should be devoted to nothing but what to expect 50 years later, health-wise.
How do you know? And would you believe them? I wouldn't believe them.
Oh, but if I mean, I would like a wide-ranging class on here's how your musculoskeletal system goes.
I don't want to know
Here's what your brain does.
I still don't want to know that.
But then you wouldn't be surprised. Then you could spend the next 50 years of your life trying to avoid that crap.
So you mean just make it seem inevitable so we all give up years ahead of time?
Yeah, like get your butt out of the sun.
Oh, but that's not giving up. That's avoidance. I'm all for giving up.
How many people I know that go and like are always having little bits of skin plucked off them because it's skin cancer?
Well, you live in Arizona.
Well, no, I'm talking about friends from Michigan.
That's generational. I mean, I remember going out with a double album cover lined with tinfoil and coating myself with olive oil and just lying in my backyard, literally frying.
Me too.
But I don't think they do that anymore. I think.
Or my arm's falling apart. Look at how many of these kids are working on computers now.
We're
You
just
know,
sounding older and older. I can't take it.
well, I know, but I didn't have any warning. Plus, who needs algebra? Have you in your life used algebra? Come on.
So what you're saying is replace algebra with senior citizen falling apart preparatory education, along with the birth control and sex education class. They should bookend it. Like,
Yeah, good
here's
luck
where
with
you're
that.
young and juicy and all the trouble you get into now. And just let's pull back the curtain a little bit so that you get a sneak peek of what awaits you 50 years from now. And I think if you did any data on that, you would find what I'm predicting, which is that nobody in high school will believe it and it won't change a damn thing that they do. And we sound older than dirt. So,
I still think I wasted way too much time in algebra, gym class, um, home ec. I don't know if they teach home ec anymore,
I
but I
don't
do
think
know
so.
they still have algebra and gym class.
Well, I ditched almost all of gym class for almost all of high school. So I handled that in my own way. Algebra, it's a sorter. It's like, okay, these are the kids we're going to send to the good colleges and these are the kids we're not. That's all that is. That's like, you want to go to a good school? Okay, whomp. Here's the algebra.
The only way I got into college was if I agreed to take elementary school math with a tutor.
There you go. So I'm right. And here's the other thing. It
Yes.
explains a lot of
But
the
I'm really
people.
smart. Other parts, yeah,
This is my point. This is
other
exactly
parts
my
of my
point.
brain fire.
This is exactly my point. Other parts of your brain fire. I never let on to either of my children that the stuff they had to do to get into these schools was manifestly BS. I never let on. My point remains they're looking for the wrong stuff at these places, and they should be looking for people like our listeners, like us, who figure out ways
Yeah.
to get out of algebra.
That's right.
Because we can
I still want to know
function.
though,
Yes.
what is the function of algebra?
I
Who
told you. I
uses
just told you it is a
Who uses
people
it?
sorter. You are not paying
Give me a
attention.
career.
You're not paying
Give me
attention.
a career
in
besides
this
politician.
class,
that might use
actuarial.
algebra.
If you want to be an actuary, I throw
I don't even know what that is.
it's people who figure out when you're going to die so they know what to charge you for your insurance. I have to tell you that any kind of math that I don't like, I just throw it in the pile that actuaries need. Accountants too, I think, probably have to use it, but I'm
You
just
know what?
guessing. Yeah.
I just saw on TV the other day that who we used to refer to as ladies of the night
Yes.
or hookers.
Or the
Or-
people I went to school with from New Jersey, Ahua.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahua.
Well, they now call themselves accountants because they handle money.
They handle anything you pay them to handle.
Well, I know, but now they're accountants. They're not any of the bad words that I'm not going to say
Proof
yeah.
again that you don't need algebra.
No, anyone can be an accountant.
Right. Tell that to my girlfriend, the CPA. All right. Well, I think we've solved the aging problem for America now.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there anything else going on in your week?
My only new exciting thing is new glasses. And I had to take a vote between all my kids, which pair they liked the best. And luckily, 5 out of 6 picked the ones that I liked.
It's interesting that you solicit input from your kids because I so seldom ask my kids about anything. I just issue orders.
Well, we grew up in a somewhat democratic / republic society.
I don't know. If
My
it's on my
household.
face, they definitely do not get a vote. They
Yeah,
don't
it depends.
They don't get a vote about any place I put my face, and that's just it. And that includes my husband. So there you are.
Oh, see, I always solicit, not necessarily follow their advice,
Ah,
which has been pretty good so far. But I really liked these glasses. You'll see them in about 2 weeks.
okay. Well, you'll have
But-
to put a picture on the Instagram feed,
Oh, yeah, Instagram. Thanks for reminding
the
me.
before and after.
Finally took Minion to a groomer.
Oh, a groomer.
Yes. And he looked like something that, remember Where the Wild Things Are?
Yes.
That's kind of like what Minion looked like. He hadn't been to a groomer for 5 years. And I finally took him, and he looks like a different dog. And when I went to go pick him up, she said, "Do you have any before pictures?"
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. When they ask if they can take a before picture or if you have one, you know you came in looking really bad.
This is the dog who hates the car. He's going to throw up inevitably wherever in the car, but he looks great
Yeah, I
now.
have no idea why you wouldn't take this dog to the groomer on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Can't
Well,
imagine.
his once in 5 years trip to the groomer has definitely paid off.
That's
He's
kind of
no
how
longer.
I handle my own grooming once in 5 years. My other grooming tip is to shower every day, twice if it's over 80 in the house.
You don't haul your own water.
If I hauled my own water, you're telling me that I would not shower twice a day?
No, you would not. You would make it once, and it would be no longer than 15 minutes.
Oh, I'm not a 15. I lived in California. We take military showers around here.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I'd
but
take
not
two of
two,
them.
not two.
Oh, I would.
You don't see what I just did.
What did you just do?
I took advantage of you talking to sip coffee.
And now you have coffee and NyQuil all over your shirt, your pajama top.
It's just it was my favorite white t-shirt because it had no stains.
If it makes you feel any better, I shook a bottle of nail polish, forgetting that I had simply set the brush in it. Yeah.
No.
White
Yeah.
nightgown, sofa cover, rug. And I quickly Google online how to remove nail polish from cotton fabric. And you know what it said?
Throw it away.
Basically said, suck it, you're doomed. That's what it said. And that includes the Clorox site. Go to the Clorox site. It says, suck it. Too bad. Doesn't quite say it like that. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get off furniture too.
Yeah, it can't be done. I mean, I dumped an entire bottle of nail polish remover, and I don't know what that did to it, but it didn't help. Any minute now, small creatures will start crawling out of the sofa, but creatures from science fiction who live on acetone. They'll crawl from right the place where the turquoise blue nail polish landed. It's too bad it wasn't a color I really liked. But I'll learn. I will learn.
Well, I'm getting ready to just throw all my white shirts into the washer and dye them coffee color.
You're not crazy. That's not a crazy idea. I went to some flea market street fair once where they had all these clothes that had been dyed with tea and coffee, and I thought, that's a pretty good idea. I should just do that with everything I own. The next time I buy something new, I'll just make a coffee marinade, dump it all in there, and then nothing can harm it. It will be like a shield of protection. It'll be like a force field. It'll be like something with Doctor Who and the TARDIS. I'll be able to go anywhere and do anything. And the worst thing that can happen usually is that I dump a cup of coffee all over myself, and it won't harm me at all. I'll have superhuman properties, and I think that that's my future.
Well, you just gave me my next scathingly brilliant Shark Tank idea. Tie-dye coffee t-shirts.
There you go. You can sell them right next to your daughter at the craft show.
I'm not selling my daughter at the craft show.
That's also a good idea. Thanks for listening to the Turi Writers She Said What podcast. Since you've made it to the end, you might want to know that my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air, is not only available in print, but now also in complete audiobook form, narrated by me and available on Audible.